So we're going to Ephesians 5 and 5. For this you know, that no whoremonger, those jumping around or everything they get hit, whatever, it don't matter, a whore, just getting feelings, whatever, ain't dealing with no commitment of any sort, and those that are a whore in the eyes of the Most High, going against what he say do. No unclean person, no covetous man, who is an idolater, have any inheritance in the kingdom of Mashiach Yahushai and of the Most High. Let no man deceive you. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody lie to you with vain words, worthless words, words that don't mean a damn thing. For because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. Hear that? Because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. You disobedient to what? Following the ways of the Most High, the laws of the Most High, his commandments and so forth. Be ye not therefore partakers with them. He said you can avoid them. But you were sometimes darkness, so sometimes, a lot of us coming out of darkness, didn't know. Ignorant, dumb, stupid. But now are ye light in Ba'asham Mashiach Yahushai. Now you're light in the name of the Lord and Savior. Walk as children of light. See? So, walk as children of light. What's that light? Proverbs 6:23. Walk as children of light. Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. So walk as children that's keeping the commandments of the Most High, and reproofs of instruction are the way of light. See? So the light is the commandments of the Most High, the laws of the Most High. That's why it's telling you, walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit, Ephesians 5 and 9, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Most High. And nothing is acceptable to the Most High except for doing what he say do, being obedient. That's what's acceptable to the Most High. Proving what is acceptable unto the Most High. And that's to be obedient. And what's acceptable, where you do go to Romans 12 and 2. What's acceptable to the Most High? And be ye conformed, and be not, salakia to the utmost, and be not conformed to this world. Why? Look. What did Hamashiach Yahushai say? He said, John 7 and 7. He said, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated. This thing, he said, be not conformed to this world. He said, this world hate Mashiach Yahushai. You don't think so? Shoot, you don't think there's hatred? Romans, it's going to be Revelation 1:14 says, you had Harold Wool, and verse 15 says, it feel like a fine brass if it burned in the furnace. This is where he's crucified, right here in this picture. You see the crucifixion of Mashiach Yahushai in spiritual Egypt and spiritual Sodom. He said, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated. Why? Because I testify of it. He testified of the world that the works thereof are evil. Care about this world? He said the works thereof are evil. That's what he said. The works of this world are evil. So if you follow the way of this world, that's why he said Romans 12 and 2. That's what he said. And be not conformed to this world, because the works of this world are evil. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, renewing of your heart. That they say, follow your heart. The renewing of your mind, which is the heart, according to the Bible. Renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that what is that good. We know that good is what? Keeping of the commandments. Romans 7 and 12. He already told us that. We in chapter 12 now. Renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. And we know that will of the Most High is to keep his commandments. Point blank. Ain't no way you're going to get around it. Got to keep his commandments. That's what's good in the eyes of the Most High. Look at Ephesians 4:22. That you put off concerning the form of conversation. You got to change. I keep saying you got to change, become a new man or a new woman. But you're mainly concerned with the men because the men be in order, we can get the women in order. Women out of order because we out of order as men. That you put off concerning the form of conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, lasciviousness, deceitful lust, lewd behavior, lustful, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, the way you think. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. You can't keep thinking about the same old things that you've done. You got to change. Become a new creature. If you in a Mashiach, otherwise you just making statements that don't mean nothing. The eyes of the Most High. He's going to, the result we already read is death. That death is being cast into the lake of fire where the worms never die and the fires never quench. That's why I tell you in 1 Corinthians 5:7, purge out therefore the old leaven, that old wickedness, that old man, the things that you've done that was wrong. When you understand the laws of the Most High, you realize that's why they was crying. That's why they was weeping. They had to tell them, stop weeping, stop crying. This is a holy day. But they was weeping when they heard the laws. But they came to hear the laws of the Most High. They want to hear the laws of the Most High. Start talking about the laws of the Most High to Israel. Israel run. They don't want to hear that. But they'll hear, banging on Esau all day and all night. And still walk away, don't know this Bible like they should. The spirit of a Mashiach, which should be in them. But they don't have it because they don't know it. They ain't been taught it. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even the Mashiach shall Passover sacrifice for us. And that's coming up too. And God gives some understanding on that, because a lot of people are in error with that, I believe. But we're going to make it right. We're going to show you just the way it's supposed to be done and how it's supposed to be done. And how it's going to be done. At least I'm going to do it this way. The Spirit of the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, they revealed it. He's revealed it. Look at 2 Corinthians. You got to change. It's all about change. If this in you, you gotta purge it out. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be, I'll show Mashiach Yahushua. A lot of y'all saying it. But if you really in it, he is a new creature. You're a new creature. Old things, like lasciviousness, are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. You become new. You change. Become a new creature. That you know that we are creatures. Now you look at our people, they involved in all these things. We done heard over and over again, death to those that sin, right? So when you saying that those that's committed lasciviousness until death, they're gonna come back through the righteous ones that the Most High bring through, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's kind of really, you got to understand, when you looking at Romans 11:26, and it says, and so all Israel shall be saved. all is a certain number. And you've already taught over and over again, 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel shall be saved. Now, I want you to break this down for me so I can understand it the way you understand it. And every last Israelite gonna come on back on this earth from those that make it. We're gonna go to Matthew the 7th chapter. We're still dealing with this topic because to actually operate in lasciviousness is sin. And people can say, well, I heard it said to me. Why do I have to follow what y'all saying? Because I'm gonna be saved anyway. Through what y'all doing, I'm gonna come through y'all. I done heard this with my own ears. Why I gotta be an Israel? I gotta follow whatever y'all doing. You just said I'll be saved anyway. Let's get some understanding. Or make it mean something different. I'm open to change. But if not, then make it mean something different. Let's go to Matthew the 7th chapter. This is what I believe in wholeheartedly. Spirit of the Most High was the spirit of Mashiach Yahushua in Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. It's serious. You shall know them by their fruits. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of this or of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. Hear what this says? Every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. So a man that is a good tree, well, we got to deal with the tree. Some might have a problem with what I'm saying concerning the tree. He's talking about trees. He ain't talking about men. So we got to deal with that. Because it's like hip talk, the hip talk of the Most High and the Bible. So let's go to, first and foremost, let's go to Psalms, the very first book of Psalms. So we get some understanding on these trees. Every good tree, right? Psalms, the first chapter. Let's start at verse 1. We're going to concentrate on verse 3 down, but on three down, but we're going to look at verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the unrighteous. The unrighteous are those that are sinners, nor standeth in the way of sinners, see? Those that break the laws of the Most High, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So I'm not satisfied with them. But his delight is in the law of the Most High. His delight is in the law of the Most High. Blessed is the man, right? So the topic is the man. But his delight is in the law of the Most High. The law of the Most High says don't be rolling in lasciviousness. And in his law does he meditate day and night, like Joshua 1:8 tells us. And he shall be like a tree. Verse 1, blessed is the man, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. If a tree planted by the rivers of water, it's going to be flourishing with whatever fruit it has on it. That bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The unrighteous, the ungodly, the unrighteous are not so, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away, like shaft of the wheat that the wind blows away. Therefore the unrighteous shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. So how these unrighteous people are going to be able to come into the congregation of the righteous? But the Most High knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the unrighteous shall perish. Understand this. Now let's go back to Mashiach Yahushua's words, who is the word of the Most High, the spirit of the Most High. Matthew 7:18. A good tree, talking about a man, verse 17. Even so, every good tree, every man that's keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, we just read in Romans 7:12, The law is good. So every good man, every man that's keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, bringeth forth good fruit, bringeth forth righteous people. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Right? A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. So if they die evil, they come back and be evil. They evil, evil, evil until the end. It says a good tree cannot, I repeat, a good tree, a good man cannot bring forth evil fruit. So when you say all this is going to be saved, that all means a certain number. A good tree, a good man cannot bring forth evil fruit. They're dealing with all this lasciviousness continually from this generation to the next generation, this lifetime, next lifetime, next lifetime. The Spirit's coming back the same way, until the end, made to fulfill 2nd Ezra 9:22. Second Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then. Multitude, that's 2/3 of our people. That's a multitude. And we want to know into the stars of the sky and the sand of the sea. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Some people born in vain. Okay, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how hard you work to get them to be saved from the enemies and saved from the hands of all that hate them, they're not going to be saved. Because he said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. You hear that? Born in vain. That he going to destroy. They're born in vain. And let my grape be kept in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So the labor of the Most High and the Mashiach is making his plant, his grape, perfect. That's the labor of the Most High. He ain't laboring on no wicked people. Telling them they coming back now. Even so, every good tree, Matthew 7:17, bringeth forth good fruit. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A corrupt tree, a corrupt man bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot, I repeat, a good man, those keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, cannot bring forth evil fruit. How you gonna bring this evil through a good man? He's telling you, a good tree, a good man cannot bring forth evil fruit. Evil people. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree, they evil as ever, bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth forth good fruit is, every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. If you're not of the good man, the good tree, you're going to be cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. So if you don't want to bring forth good works, the commandments say you can't bring forth evil fruit, an evil man from a good man. Listen, Revelation 20:15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. You think the Most High need wicked people? Do you really think the Most High need wicked people? When he told Moses, I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. They all involved in lasciviousness, and they still can do whatever they want to do to death. Like right now, they say, all you got to do is confess to Mashiach Yahushua before you die, you're going to be saved. Come on now. That's being said. People say certain things on their deathbed. Oh, they came back to the Lord before they died. You hear people say that all the time. Is it true? Not according to the Bible. You're gonna be judged by the things that we do in these bodies while we are in these bodies. While you gotta repent. Come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High and change before it's too late. Before it's too late. It's terrible when I think about how, you know, a lot of things we have been misled in our thoughts and our patterns of, because if you can't look at, when you come to judge, what are you going to judge us on? What we have done in these mortal bodies. Most High said, hey, he was going to raise up the Israelites through Moses. He told John the Baptist, I'll raise up some stones to be my people. That's real serious. How can we look at ourselves in any way, shape, or form as we already made it when he said that? And here we are in the worst times ever than it ever was on this earth. Never been times like this. And here we are going to be boastful to think that we all that. Look at Matthew 3. Start at verse 7. We'll concentrate on verse 9. But when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees, Israelites, come to his baptism, he said unto them, O generation of vipers, it's our people, vipers, who have warned you to flee from the wrath to come. We call them vipers, old poisonous snakes. Bunch of snakes. Who have warned you to flee from the wrath to come. Bring forth therefore fruits meet for repentance. Bring forth those that are going to repent, come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and not be false prophets or apostles or whatever, teachers and ministers, pastors, priests, whatever. And think not to say within yourselves, ye have Abraham to our father. For I say unto you, that the Most High is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham. That's serious. And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. The axe is laid unto the root of the trees. If you kill the root, the tree definitely gonna die. Therefore, every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. You hear that? We just read, your name not written in the book of life, you can be cast into the lake of fire. So if you don't bring forth good fruit, I don't care who it is, your children, you, your daddy, your mama, your grandmama, your granddaddy, your great grandfather or great grandmother, whoever. It don't matter who it is. He said, therefore every tree, which we already showed you is man, which bringeth forth not good fruit, is hewn down and cast into the fire. There it is. So you still want to deal with lasciviousness and do whatever you want to do and think it's okay? It's not okay, brothers and sisters. You'll be cast into the lake of fire. Let nobody deceive you. That's why it's important to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High and keep his laws. Have faith in the Most High before it's too late. Because when you look at lasciviousness, you're dealing with idolatrous practices, man. Idolatrous worship. Like all these religions. You look at them, they got something pertaining to, look for Semiramis and Nimrod and Tammuz. Semiramis symbol is the crescent moon. Nimrod is the 5-point star, or it's the sun. The sun represents either Nimrod or Tammuz. Them three things. You'll see this. The cross, Mashiach Shai was hung on a tree. That cross represents affliction. And when you're dealing with this lasciviousness, you're dealing with idolatry, wicked practices, or the pagans. They want to do that because they know, like it says, when you read Edom in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, which Edom is the superpower of the earth at this time. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9 says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is the end of the world. I had it. Well, anyway, it says, I know about how it says, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High, and give scriptures to back it up. So this is what we're dealing with. You want to follow the way of this world? That's why he say, come out of this way of the world. What world was he talking about? Here it is. I have it. It's here. I have it on a. I've taken it out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Edom, nation, and its people who were the descendants of Esau. You can read about that in Genesis 25:25. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34 and 5 and 6, and Isaiah 63 and 1. You read down, you'll see. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy, which is not getting something that you do deserve from the Most High. I mean, they're going to get what they deserve, as it is written. So, if you want to follow the way of the world, of those that's not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and having a true faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, or somebody will be complaining about and trying to save themselves and say, we got to take this down. We got to get rid of this. We cannot still have this up. It's 2020 in Esau's world. We still got this sign, this picture up for all to see in the lies that's been taught. 5 people in this picture, the Bourgeois family. And y'all talking about they going to the kingdom and you going to the kingdom following them. I don't think so. I don't think so. You better who's going against that? Let me read how my second Shai look. I'm talking about it. Let's look how he look. See if that's the truth or that's a lie. Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation, the revealing of a Mashiach Yahushua. Let's jump to verse 14, right to the point. His head and his hairs were white like wool. White like wool. The hairs on his face, hair on his head was white like wool, fully gray. Okay, verse 15. And his feet, your feet is the same color as your whole body, like unto fine brass. Brass is derivative of brown, as if they burn in a furnace. And his voice as the sound of many waters. See? So his feet like unto fine brass, as if it burned in a furnace. Very, very dark skin. Man. And Hebrews 7:14 says, for it is evident our power, Mashiach Yahushua, sprang out of Judah. Jeremiah 14:2 says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish, they are black. I repeat, they are black unto the ground, different shades of brown like the ground is. So that's a lie. And those that believe in it, hey, you worthy to have things to believe in, the Most High says. Those that don't, then you're going to come out of it. You're going to come out of this way of idolatry, the day of lies and this day of ignorance, darkness. Come out of it so you can see the pure light and shine bright and be illuminated in this wicked, wretched world, man, that we in. So with that, I'm going to close. I want to go into another part of the lust of the flesh for the next topic. And if you'd like further information, you can reach me, Priest Awam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. You can call me at 562-235-1226. And if you'd like to send a donation, a tithe, or offering, you can send it to the post office box, or you can send it to paypal.me/shield of wisdom. That's paypal.me/shield of wisdom. And with that, I hope that was edifying for you. And study to show yourself approved unto the Most High. And I'm out. Shalom.